to Teens TV and unity-qld.com.au. Today we're going to talk about the 3 Ds, and that's do, delegate and dump. And I think this is a really beneficial skill to be able to master these things, especially when you're parenting. I don't believe in time management personally. What I believe in is the choices that we make during the time that we have. And this skill, the 3 Ds, will help you manage those choices a lot better so that you really feel at the end of each day that you're achieving. You're being effective and efficient. And effective is about doing the right things. Being efficient is about doing things in the right order. So if you're doing the right things in the right order, that can only help your day go more smoothly and you to feel more fulfilled. So let's look at the first D, which is do. So these are things that you do yourself. And the way that you can work out, okay, well, how am I going to manage my day with all the things I need to do, the things that you have to do yourself, is to firstly prioritise. So what really needs to get done today? What do I really want to do today? And that can include anything from housework to playing to work that you do either in a workplace or at home. So what are the things I really want to achieve today? And then at the bottom of your list may be things that you'd like to achieve. So if they don't get done, they can get passed over to the next day. But make a list of priorities. Group like activities together. So for example, housework can be done in one group. You can have playtime in another group. You can have answering emails, sending emails, phone calls in another group. So look at like activities and group them together so you're not racing from one thing to the other to the other. What is your prime time? So when we look at prime time, that means what are your high and low energy times? So your high energy times may be in the morning, maybe around 9 or 10 o'clock, or it may be in the afternoon. But have a look and see when your prime time is. So when have you got the higher energy and when have you got the lower energy? So high energy can be doing more active things. Low energy time, you could be sitting reading a book with your children. You could be having a rest yourself. Or you could be doing things that don't take a great deal of energy. So you don't feel exhausted and overwhelmed. And you'll get things done a lot quicker that way as well. Always have a list. 5 things we can achieve each day. 7 things we stretch ourselves a little bit, I believe. So have a list and check it off. You'll have a sense of achievement. But the other thing that I love about lists is sometimes I can multitask to the point where my brain is thinking far too quickly. So I can stop, look at my list and say, okay, what's the best use of my time right now? It might actually be to sit down and have a rest. It might actually be, well, I can get onto this now, I can hang the washing out, or I could go and do those emails. But what's the best use of your time right now? I find this a really valuable question. And update your list daily. So the things that you have to do yourself, update those daily. So things you don't get done, pass over to the next day. And things that you'd like to get done, make a new list in the morning or the night before, whatever suits you. The next D is delegate. So delegate is a skill to be able to delegate, and it takes good communication. You need to be specific, and you need to say what time you'd like it in. So when you delegate, you don't just say, okay, you're going to do the dishes. You need to say, okay, this is what I'd like, and this is when I'd like it done by. Is that okay with you? And you get agreement on both sides. And then you let it go. So you're helping others, and the reason you're helping others is because you're letting them help out, you're teaching them a new skill, and you're giving them an insight and understanding into what it takes to run your day. The other thing obviously is you're helping yourself. So you're letting go of something, you're reminding yourself you don't have to be super mum or dad, and you can just help yourself by freeing up some of your time and also not clogging your mind with, I wish someone would help me. It gives you much more energy during the day. So delegating is really important, sharing the load, understanding where everyone's at, remembering that when you delegate someone, it does become the other person's responsibility, but yet you're still accountable to see that it's followed through. And then the third D is dump. And this is really important to remember in our very busy lives, in our very busy days, is what can I not be doing? What is it okay to dump today? And that could be, for example, I don't know about you, but I get loads of warm and fuzzy emails, some funny ones, and they're really good. I don't mind some of those. However, there are times where it can take an hour for me to read them, look at them, watch them, and that really cuts into my day if I've got a very busy day. So I'll just dump those. Unexpected calls, people making requests on my time. I need to be very aware of where I'm at and know whether I can do that or whether I can say no. Do I want to sit there and read the what I call wishing books, all those product catalogues that come around? Sometimes I can, and sometimes I can't. So I look at what I can dump out of my day. So those are the 3 Ds. Now, what I think are the 3 most important skills that go along with this is number one is the Swiss cheese approach. I love this approach. If you've got a big task, what holes out of the cheese, what Swiss cheese approach, what chunks can you take out of it and do so that you get to creating that outcome that you want, you get to finalising that big project, but yet you've done it bit by bit. So you're not having to sit there for a whole chunk of a day or hours on end, but you attack it at bits and pieces, and then it's finally done. So you don't all of a sudden sit there and go, oh my God, I've got to be up all night finishing this, or I've got to do this today, what am I going to do? I can't do this around the children. So take the Swiss cheese approach on some projects. The other one is make your lists. Really important to write down what you'd like to get done. This serves 2 purposes. Gives you the opportunity to say what is the best use of my time right now. And the other purpose is once it's out of your head, you're not thinking about it. So you're not thinking, oh, I've got to get that done, I should get that done, I could do this. It's on your list, so you know it'll get done. And the third one is make sure you know when your prime energy time is. When do you have a high energy that you can align with those high energy activities? And when do you have low energy? When would you rather be sitting around reading a book, watching your shows, or doing something that doesn't take a lot of energy? You'll be much more productive. The article below has lots of other suggestions on it that you can have a look at and a bit more information about what we've talked about today. So thank you for listening. I look forward to talking to you all again, and goodbye for now. Thank you.